As you can see, gang, we're in profit from 1795 all the way up to 1803. As you see this uptrend, candlesticks are above this trend line. We're in an uptrend from 1795 all the way up to 1803. Depending on your lot size, this could easily been a 1K to 5K, $500, $100, all the way up to 50K, depending on your lot size, as price moved from 1795 all the way up to 1803. All right, gang. So let's just break down this move again. Explain this over one more time. Once price makes a higher low, you get in for a buy. Wait for price to make a candlestick pattern. As you can see, yellow candlestick, long yellow candlestick, small black candlestick. This means that this is a bullish engulfing pattern. That is no price is heading back up. Then what it'll do, it'll make a higher low. After price makes a higher low, it'll make a what? A candlestick pattern. That is no price is heading back up. As you can see, price headed up all the way from 1795 all the way up to 1803 after making a candlestick pattern. After making what? A higher low. It'll make a higher high, it'll make a higher low, and then make a higher high, give you a candlestick pattern, make a higher high from 1795 all the way up to 1803. You could have gotten in 1795, boom, all the way up to 1803, or you could have gotten right after this candlestick pattern at 1797 all the way up to 1803, and you're in profit the whole time. So getting aggressive after price gets once price makes a higher low and gets us a candlestick pattern, get in confidently. Be confident with your trading strategy. We know price gave us a higher low and then made a candlestick pattern, made one of our candlestick patterns. Get in confident, get in aggressively and trust your trading strategy. As price does exactly what your trading strategy would have predicted price would do. It gave us a candlestick pattern, three yellow candlestick pattern, and then price headed up, all the way up to 1803. You would have been in profit the whole time. So trust your trading strategy. All right, gang. So now you're in profit. It's probably what continues all the way up to 1803. So price will do what? It will bounce down and it'll bounce back up, and then it'll bounce back down. As you can see, black candlestick pushing price back down, and then it'll bounce back up, all the way up, all the way up to 1803. So gang, so like I said, price will show you some type of candlestick pattern that price wants to head back up after making a higher low. Boom, after price makes a higher low, it will show you some type of candlestick pattern that price wants to head back up. Boom, after price makes a higher low here, at 1796, it'll show you some candlestick pattern at 1797 that price wants to head back up all the way up to 1803. Candlesticks above this trend line. We were in an uptrend from 1795. You could have got in, or you could have got in at 1797, all the way up to 1803. Gang. So you're in profit the whole time. Like, gang, you're in profit the whole time. If you had got in off this previous higher low, boom. Once price gives you a higher low, you can get in, boom, for a trade. So you could have placed a trade for a buy at 1795 once price gave you a higher low. Get in after price gives you a candlestick pattern. After it makes a higher low, get in for a buy. Place a trade, get in, and as price did what? It made a higher high. Going past this higher low where we got in at 1995, it makes a higher high all the way up to 1797 before what? Going back down to 1796, making a higher low, and then from 1797 gave us a candlestick pattern. From 1796 all the way up to 1797 gave us a candlestick pattern, yellow candlestick pattern, three candlestick pattern, and push all the way up to 1803 from there. And we're in profit the whole time. As price is making what? It's making higher lows and higher highs and higher lows, higher highs, all the way up to 1803. So understanding candlestick patterns, understanding market structure. When price is going up, it'll make a higher low, and then it'll make a higher high, and it'll make a higher low, and it'll make a higher high, all the way up to 1803. All right. So gang, we're in profit the whole time. Price is making higher highs all the way up to here, all the way up to 1803, and made a higher high all the way up to 1803 before heading back down to 1801. You're in profit the whole time as price made a higher high all the way up to 1803. So before making a higher high up to 1803, it will make a higher low. You have to understand price will make market structure. You have to be disciplined enough and patient enough to wait for price to make a higher low. Wait for price to make a higher low. Wait for price to give you a candlestick pattern, and then get in for a buy. Once price makes a higher low, gives you a candlestick pattern, place a trade. All right, so you have to be patient enough and disciplined enough to wait for price to give you a higher low so you can place a trade. So we're still in profit even though price made a higher low. Here as well. If we had gotten right here when price made a higher low the first time at 17.95 and rolled it up to 17.97 and made a higher high after making a higher low and made a higher high to 17.97. We would have still been in profit as price never will break structure and will never go back down to 17.95 after making a higher high to 17.97 unless it wants to go in a downtrend, but it just won't break structure. It'll never do that. It'll make a higher low and then it'll make a higher high. As you can see, this higher low right here, as you can see, boom, this higher low, boom, is higher. This higher low right here, boom, is lower than this higher. It's higher than this higher low. This is how you know that you're in an uptrend. This higher low right here, this higher low is higher than this higher low. This is how you know that you're in an uptrend. This higher low will always be higher than this higher low, letting us know that price is going up. It made a higher low, but this higher low will be higher than this previous higher low. And then it made a higher high right here as well. This higher high will be higher than this previous higher high before making a higher low. It made a higher high after making this higher low at 17.95. It made a higher high all the way up to 17.97 before making a higher low to 17.97 to 17.96 before making a higher high. This higher high will be higher than this higher high, and this higher low will be higher than this higher low. As you can see, again, boom, this higher high always will be this higher high right here, boom, is higher than what? This higher high. This higher high is higher than this higher high. Letting us know that we're in an uptrend, boom, and this higher low. And this higher low will be higher than this higher high, and this higher high will be higher than this higher high. Letting us know that we're in an uptrend. It will always do that. It will always make structure like that. Price will never just break structure like that. No, it'll go up and once this higher high is higher than this higher high, we're in an uptrend. And once this higher low is higher than this higher low, we're in an uptrend. So it'll always do that. Price will always make a higher low higher than this higher low than this previous higher low. Unless you know that we're in an uptrend. And this higher high will always be higher than this higher high, letting you know that we're in an uptrend. And that's what and this will happen where price will give us a candlestick pattern once price makes a higher low. It'll give us a candlestick pattern, boom, and make a higher high, give us a candlestick pattern, boom, make a higher high here, higher high here. All right, so the higher high will be this higher high will be higher than this higher high. This higher high will be higher than this previous higher high, and this higher low will be higher than this previous higher low. So this is market structure as prices making higher highs and higher lows and higher highs and higher lows and higher highs all the way up to 1803. As you had got in once price made a higher low, you could have got in for a trade here, and you could have got in for a trade at 1795. You could have gotten for a trade at 1795, and you could have gotten at a trade for 1796. And you could have rolled it all the way up. You could have had one trade here and another trade here. So you could have had two trades going on here. You could have had one trade at 1795 off the first higher low, and you could have had another trade at 1796 off the second higher low. And then price makes a higher high, makes another higher high all the way up to 1803, and you're in profit the whole time. So this is how we trade, gang. Price will always do this. It will, if making going up, moving in an uptrend, it'll make a higher low, give you a candlestick pattern, make a higher high, make a higher low, give you a candlestick pattern, make a higher high, make a higher high, all the way up to 1803. Before what? Making a higher low all the way back down to 1800. All right, gang. So this is extremely important to understand if you want to make money in forex. To make money in forex, to make millions in forex, you need to understand market structure. You need to understand higher highs and higher lows and higher highs, candlestick patterns. This is an uptrend, candlesticks above this trend line. So you need to understand all these things as price, head back down from 1803 to 1800. You need to understand these things, though, gang. We're in profit the whole time. Price continue all the way up to 1803. But just understanding market structure is extremely important. Understanding candlestick patterns is extremely important as price headed all the way up, broke all the way up to 1803. All right, gang. So I hope these videos help. I'll be posting a lot more content for y'all. Gang.